Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Ihor. Ihor is from Kyiv in Ukraine. So let's see what Ihor has to say. Enjoy the interview. So hello Ihor, how are you?
Quite well. I'm okay. According to everything what is going around, I'm pretty well,
I
honestly.
see, I
And
see.
how are you, by the way?
I'm good, yeah. It was a great day in London today. It was sunny, warm. When the sun is out, people just, go to the park and they start to enjoy the sun. It's not very often that happens, so we need to enjoy the most we can.
Sure, of course.
Tell me where you're from, Ihor.
I'm from Ukraine. I am in Ukraine now. I am in Kiev, in the capital, but I am originally from the southeast of Ukraine, from Donetsk. Actually, yeah, from the epicenter of different actions, I would call it.
I see. So tell me, how far is your hometown to Kiev?
It's pretty far, honestly. It's like, need to cross half of the country to get there.
Mm,
I think maybe approximately maybe 700 kilometers,
I see. And why Kiev?
if I don't mistake. I live. Before that, I lived in Kharkiv, and in 2014, I moved from Donetsk to Kharkiv. And I love this city. It is fantastic. And I lived there for a while. Then I left the country. I lived a few years abroad. And then I came back in 2018 and I decided to come back directly to Kharkiv because my friends live there and the city is very nice. And I stayed there till 2022. And then it was an interesting situation. Like the full scale invasion was on 24th of February 2022, and on 23rd of February, like the day before, I decided to come to Kiev to visit my friends. Uh, and here I decided to stay. So I'm here for 3 years already, and it's okay.
Okay. And all your family are back in your hometown.
No, no, no. Everybody left. Everybody left.
I
Uh,
see.
but everybody left, like they spread it to different directions.
I
Uh,
see.
for example, my sister, she's in Spain now, and it's a very good choice, in my opinion.
I see. Actually, not long ago, I had an interview with a lovely man, Jake, his name. He's from Ukraine, but he's living in Spain as well.
Well,
With his
yeah,
wife.
many people moved to Spain, to Poland, to
Yeah.
Portugal. I mean, these countries, I don't know why. These countries are good, definitely, and according to description and everything, but I was a bit surprised because I don't know. I didn't know where these people would go, but a lot of them found themselves in Portugal, and I'd like to visit it as well. Sounds amazing.
I lived in Portugal, actually, before moving to London. I lived there for 5 years in Porto.
Nice in Porto.
Yeah,
Nice.
yes.
I'm like I cannot say like I'm a big fan of Porto. I mean, this Porto wine, the beverages, but I worked a few years as a bartender. So I understand the spirits and a lot of different alcohol. And I'd like to visit a lot of different countries, but the special one for me is Scotland because
Wow,
I'm a huge whiskey fan.
wow, interesting. And what do you do for work, for living, Ihor?
Now, at the moment, officially, I am unemployed, I would say it. Uh,
Okay.
but before that, I worked in, since there is some kind of a dangerous situation in the country, I worked in humanitarian organizations.
Oh, wow.
I worked, my official position was a partnership officer in French humanitarian organization.
Wow.
So, yeah, I was contacting local NGOs, these non-governmental organizations, to conduct some kind of a collaboration. And our departments, they created the team play, like a plan, what we're going to do, and who are the target of our assistants are going to be. And yeah, it was interesting. I worked there for a year, and even before that, I worked in the International Committee of the Red Cross.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Swiss one. And it was also very interesting. It was a bit difficult psychologically, of course, because I was communicating with all the people who were approaching the CRC on the hotline.
I
And
see.
it's great experience. I felt like I grew. And as a person and as a person who can provide some help.
Totally. I think when you are in a situation where you are helping people, you are able to somehow give the best of you, your time and your sincere personality to help others. I think it comes from a good place for sure, and people appreciate that. Amazing.
And also, I think like the main reason is that I felt similar experience in 2014, and
Mm-hmm.
11 years ago. And that's why, just because I understand how it feels, I'd like to help people. And I noticed it that, I mean, in these organizations where I was either interviewed or, I mean, I was just contacting different organizations for communication, I realized that a lot of them are IDPs, internally displaced people. So
Mm-hmm.
most of those people who provide help are those who needed help some time ago.
Totally. Yes, absolutely. Okay, Ihor. So during the interview, I'm going to explore a bit more about your life and also about your journey so far. Okay?
Sure, yes.
Ihor, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Let's try, of course.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend, full of random fun questions. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play a song just for us to relax before the first question. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Let's do it.
You are dancing in the silence.
Yes. Right, before we start the game, Ihor, during the interview, if it comes up a question that you don't want to answer, you don't want to talk about, always can change, okay?
Sure, yeah, of course.
Amazing. First question is, how to describe a perfect, healthy relationship?
Perfect, healthy relationship are those when both partners trust each other for 100%.
Mm-hmm.
When you can trust not just, I mean, with your interests or like trust that person to be on your side during some argument. It's not that. It's more about how comfort do you feel, how comfortable it is, and like how cozy you can create the environment at home. Uh,
Totally.
this is the main thing. Of course, you support each other and you give each other power
Mm-hmm.
to to break through some, I don't know, either I mean there are many issues, and there are many issues that can go around your head, and sometimes unfortunately people don't communicate properly,
Yep.
and here where the trust can disappear, because if you have anything in your mind and you don't want to share it, you should probably check like more detailed why don't want to share some kind of information, and maybe it is a trigger of yourself. So I mean, you better share everything you think. Otherwise, some hidden secrets can be very painful afterwards.
Yeah.
And
I
maybe
agree.
I know it because I had similar experience. Yeah, and like you keep walking, you stumble, but you if you want to find this kind of relationship, maybe sooner or later you will find it.
I get your point. I think the main key in a relationship it's communication. If you are you are sharing your life with someone, I think you need to be able to talk about anything, to talk about uncomfortable topics, as you said,
Yeah,
something that you have maybe it's hidden, you don't feel comfortable. But when you are with someone that you love, I think you just need to be able to talk about anything. And also sometimes it's difficult to need to find a way, and somehow work on it together. I think that's the
that's
main
true.
key for sure.
That's
Amazing.
true. It always there is always must be trust and yeah, and the communication. Because
Totally.
I even I remember that sometimes I saw some couples when they were either arguing or something, and when one of them maybe feels that the topic is not very comfortable to discuss at the moment, or maybe they just never want even to open this kind of box of Pandora. That's why
Yeah.
they try to avoid this conversation. They they I don't know, some kind of gaslighting even might happen when they just why do you begin this and blah blah, we don't need it, but it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, if something is bothering your partner, you always should be able to listen to this.
Totally. And once you start doing it, it becomes a habit and you feel more comfortable. And one point, it's going to be a natural thing. You just need to break the ice. You just
Yeah,
need to keep safe. You know what? I'm in a safe place, so let me open up. And it should be this way for sure. I know sometimes it's not easy because of different circumstances. However, we need to try our best to be able to communicate very well with our loved one for sure by our side.
that's
Yes, amazing. Next question. Let's do it. All right. Next question is, how do you make friends?
how do I make friends? I meet people, and sometimes people say that friends are just people who I like, but maybe it's not quite the perfect definition I would choose, because some of my best friends who I like, we are friends during, I don't know, last 20 years or even more. Uh, these people I didn't like at the beginning, but it's okay. I mean, you just um, it's more and more difficult to make friends when you getting older.
Yes.
Of course, when you're kids, it's like it's enough to have the same toy and done. You are best friends forever. And
Yes. Yes.
but of course now it's a bit different, and it's different way how people even just get in touch with each other. Most of the time, I think it can be either it's at some safe space. I mean, somewhere where you feel safe. Like for example, very familiar bar where you know bartenders, or I mean, you can come there anytime and you will feel safe. And in this kind of situation, you can get acquainted with people, and if you feel, I mean, you definitely will feel it. If you don't want people to be your friends, but they can be actually good people,
Yeah.
that you might not just feel like you want them to be your friends, and it's okay. You just quit this communication and you start another one.
And which person in your life, right this moment, you feel more close to or more connect with?
Well, like, who is the closest person, or what do
Yeah,
you?
in your life right now that you feel more close to right now in your life.
Now, the closest person in my life, I think, is my girlfriend, because I live with her.
Oh,
Yeah, we live together like third year already, and it's my longest relationship.
wow.
So since we talk to each other every day, and she's the first person I meet and the last person, I mean, during the day, uh, she's the closest one. But still, I have friends who are very close to me, and I know that I am very close to them, but we barely communicate. For example, somebody who lives abroad, somebody who lives in Spain or in Portugal or another country, we can just get in touch like maybe twice a month, or maybe even more rare. But still it's okay because maybe because they're like old friends and just there's also trust and belief.
Totally.
Also, don't forget about your family. Never.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I have a sister and we are very close, but I mean we faced this full escalation of war in Ukraine together because when I came to Kiev to visit my friends and she was living in Kiev. So and we moved in together and we lived through a lot of stress together and she is a very close person to me. But still, also we maybe we can call each other like twice a month.
I see. I understand your point. Sometimes, and it's not wrong with that. I think people, they come into our lives. Sometimes you keep in touch very often. Sometimes you just go apart, and it's okay. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can reconnect again, and suddenly it start this flame again. I think it's all about, time. But understand, for example, my best friend, he lives in Canada. Yeah. And he's the person I talk to the most, and he's so far away, and I have friends around me that they are so close in London, and I don't see them very often, and I talk to my friends. So it's all about time. It's all about, if you're meant to be there, if it happens something, why not? I think that there are no rules. Yeah, sometimes it's just the way it is. Life, as you said, the older you get, the friends it start to be less and less, and it's normal. I think it happens to everyone. People, they start a relationship, or people, they move to another place, or they start
Yeah,
having odd interest as well, and they meet other friends as well. So I think it's all about that. And sometimes it's difficult for you to understand because it hurts sometimes. But in the end of the day, it's just part of life. And what I like the most is sometimes they go, they come back, and they go or never come back anymore, or maybe other new friends come, and that's how life goes. Okay, so tell me, so let's pretend that your girlfriend is watching this interview right now, and you
uh,
have a moment, an opportunity to send her a message. What would you say? She's watching.
um, I can say I love you, and I hope we stay together as long as we can. And also, we will get a dog one day. This is the
Oh,
message. Yeah, the point is that now we are like, I can say dog sitting,
okay.
because like the our friend had to go for like job wise to other cities, and he brought his dog to us, so we're looking after it.
Oh, sweet. Very sweet. Send my regards to her, okay?
Sure.
Amazing. Next question. Okay, next question is, tell me something funny that happened to you that made you laugh last time.
I think yes, and I mean I like to laugh well a lot. Um, Maybe the last time it was approximately like maybe 30 minutes ago because I was watching one of the shows, comedian
Uh-huh.
shows. Uh, there are. I'm glad that now on YouTube
Yeah.
there are more and more Ukrainian shows,
Okay.
uh, and they are getting better and better quality, and it's pretty cool. So I hope they just keep growing, and I always like to to check it out.
I see. Very good. Three questions left. Let's do it.
Okay,
Next question is, what does money mean to you?
the money,
Yeah.
the money, it's a resource. That's what it means to me. Uh,
Hmm.
it's a resource to obtain, to purchase, to get something that you want. And money opens a lot of doors and opens a lot of gives a lot of opportunities. Sometimes people say some weird thing that I don't agree with, that you cannot purchase the happiness. You cannot purchase the happiness, but you can purchase things that will make you happy. You can buy tickets for plane and fly somewhere where you want. You can visit some festivals, some concerts, a lot of different things that you can try in your life and make it much more brightful. That's what money gives. That's what I think. Sometimes some people they think that money worth more than people,
Yeah.
unfortunately. And also sometimes there are people who I don't really understand who say that money is something worthless. Uh, but most probably those people who say it, they didn't struggle to earn it. Maybe.
Yeah, I think I totally agree with you. I think money, as you said, doesn't bring happiness, but sometimes can, you know, you can do something that make you happy. And once I was watching an interview once with back in Brazil, this guy said, "I prefer to go back home crying in a limousine than to go back home crying on the bus."
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, it's funny, but I think money. I think money is a good thing. It's not. Sometimes you need to. Some people they are shy to say that. Oh, I don't like money. I think yes, money is good to have money. It's good for you to work hard and get something that's gonna make you happy. You know what I mean? However, it's not everything. You know, sometimes it's not. It's the balance. Yeah, I think money is kind of the balance. You cannot go crazy just about money. That's not. You're not gonna be happy. However, if you balance with it, you know how to use it for your own benefit. And I think why not? I think it's great for sure.
That's true. I totally agree. But I mean, maybe people like me and you, we realize that there is, or maybe there should be some kind of a balance. Uh,
Totally.
Maybe at least there should be some kind of a balance to keep things interesting.
Yeah.
Uh, because otherwise, yeah, you might get bored too soon. Uh,
Yeah.
uh, but I mean, if you clearly understand what you want,
Yeah.
you will be okay with it, I think.
Totally. Absolutely. Two questions left. Let's do it. Look at you. You can dance.
For 1 second.
Before the next question, Ihor, of course, beginning of the interview, you mentioned about, of course, the whole world as well knows what's happening in Ukraine right now, sadly, the situation right now. My question for you is, of course, I was watching the news today and, the attacks that happened, last night and all this stuff. My question for you is, being Kyiv, yeah, you are in Kyiv, you are in a place where things are happening, and very sad. How how do you? Of course, it's not, it's not a great situation to be for sure. I'm sure that, but for you, how do you see? Do you still can like have a normal life? Can you still do things, or there's always a fear behind? That something can happen. How do you see, based on your experience living Kiev right now?
Um, First of all, honestly, I didn't even want to start the interview with this kind of stuff that you heard from me, but maybe it's because it's a bit difficult to be silent about it.
Of course, no, and I appreciate you talking about because it's a very sensitive topic, and the way you start very open talk about it, I appreciate that. Of course, it's a reality. You know what I mean? That's what's happening.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Um, to be honest with you, Kiev, I mean, of course, there are some very dangerous moments, but
Hmm.
I mean, Kiev feels, of course, much safer than many other cities.
Hmm.
Um, like I said before, I worked in the ICRC in the Red Cross, and I was on the hotline, and I was talking to different people, and some of those people they lived like almost on the board. I mean, on the line of this where the firearms are happening, and shelling is insane there. So some people they just they grow thick skin I would call it.
Yeah.
They understand that without humor you cannot survive, and they're making jokes. For example, I was on the phone with a lady, and we are talking about some things, and she said, "Thank you very much for providing me that. I just had questions about something else." And here I'm hearing on the background of her voice, something is whistling, something is flying. And then I hear the explosion somewhere on the background. And then I hear her like with the smiley face. She's like, "Ha! Missed again." Okay, where we were. And she continued the conversation. I'm like, wow,
Wow.
this is interesting. Yeah. So these people, they face the danger not just every day, but every minute or every hour. And sometimes they have to hide or even leave for a few days or maybe for weeks in the basement.
Wow.
Some people, of course, they have a breakdown. They have a lot of mental complicate complicated abilities. I like how to say it, but I'm glad that there is support. There are many humanitarian organizations, not just international ones, but even the local ones. And
Amazing.
they have many hotlines, not just to request or to uh, I don't know, to ask some questions about what is happening in the country, but also there are free psychological hotlines with professionals, and I totally understand that psychology is, I mean, it it has to be, it's not just it's being a big deal, it has to be a big deal in the country during the war. And also, I cannot say that I know a lot about psychology, but my mother is psychotherapist. My sister is psychologist, also she's a psychotherapist. But
Wow.
my sister, she doesn't work on this profession anymore. She said, "Okay, that was enough.
Hmm.
I'm having a break so far." She works in different sphere. But uh, you asked me about how it is, how do I feel to live in Kiev? It's pretty safe, even though there are air alarms almost every day, or sometimes even every day or every night. You, of course, you're getting used to it. It's just the main thing is it's not just not to keep it on the side, but to keep it serious.
Yeah.
If you hear an alarm, you understand. Okay, most probably I'm gonna be safe, but I have to do everything what is required from my side to keep myself safe. Maybe I should just go to the corridor. Maybe I should go to the shelter. Just, I mean, you always have to count on yourself and don't just think that I'm in a capital. That's why I am protected.
I
Unfortunately,
see.
it's not for 100%.
I understand. Thanks for sharing. Thank you.
That's, I mean, everything what you are saying and everything what you heard from people, I also totally understand.
See. Next question is, if you could ask for a miracle, what that would be?
For a miracle,
Yeah, what that would be.
it's a, it's at the same time a difficult and easy question.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
Um, if saying something specific, not just nice, I want to be happy. It's of course if there should be something specific that you of course I'd like the war to stop the conflict, and it's recently I heard there was a question with whether should Ukrainians give up the occupied territories uh, in order to stop the conflict, to stop the war, or Ukrainians should continue to fight. And I think that this question is like, maybe it's ethically incorrect. The point is that, of course, I don't want any territories to be occupied. I don't want people to struggle. I don't want people to have problems only, I mean, only because somebody wanted to get richer, or like, I mean, I have friends who still live in Donetsk, and I when I talk to them, luckily I understand that they're like, they continue being good people, even despite the fact that they actually live not in the best situation, because there's a water cut, there's a power cut, there's a heating cut, like there's a lot of different bad stuff happening. But nevertheless, there always will be some kind of a belief inside that all the occupied territories will be deoccupied. Well, like, it's also it's a very it's very easy to say, but it's difficult even sometimes to imagine how
Yep.
how you would do it, or how somebody would do it. Or, for example, it's easy to say that Ukraine should deoccupy all the territories, but that person actually lives in USA. Of course, when you try to make things happen not by your hands but by somebody else, it's a pretty tricky situation. So,
Totally.
from my point of view, the miracle is that I'd like people to stop struggling, to the war to stop. There cannot be. I mean, if it is a miracle, something that even can bring dead people back to life, of course, I would use it as well,
I see.
because there are too many things to think about.
Yeah, totally. I think now there's so many things that we could wish for at the time that it could have, you could help different things. It could make things a different way.
Of
Yep.
course, or somebody would think just, what miracle would I do? I would teleport abroad. I mean, somebody would say this. I mean, I understand for 100% that I cannot move abroad. I'm not allowed to go abroad the country according to the law. And I mean, I understood the situation. Okay, let it be. And
I,
also, I understand that this is not the biggest issue that I'm facing at the moment.
I see. Yeah. Again, thanks again for give your opinion regarding that. It means, for sure, it means a lot.
Yeah, I hope my answers are not too bright.
They're not right or wrong. Absolutely. Here in the show, the whole idea of the show is about people express themselves the way they are, the way they think, without any judgment. So don't worry. You are expressing yourself the way you think. You're right. That's what matters, for sure. Last question. Ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. Next one. Let me see your moves. Let's do it.
I don't even understand the rhythm. I'm just copying your moves.
Amazing. Before the last question, tell me, if I come to Kyiv for the very first time, tell me a place that I shouldn't miss it. What's the postcard of the city, in your opinion?
You should visit Kharkiv. That's what I would say.
Tell me.
It's my it's like selfishly only my opinion, but I have never been a fan of Kiev.
Okay.
I mean, Kiev is a beautiful city. It's huge. It's so big that there are some districts that I didn't visit even though I live here for 3 years.
Uh-huh.
Um,
So if I'll come to this place you just mentioned right now, tell me what's a place that I should visit in this place you just mentioned right now.
there's one place you always should visit if you come to Kiev. First, it's a bar. It's called Bitnik
Okay, and why is that? Why do you think I should visit it?
because it will give you a beautiful first impression of Kiev.
Okay.
Because maybe Kiev by itself will not give this good impression.
Okay.
But if you go to that bar, you'll feel the environment is beautiful, bartenders are fantastic, everybody is okay. But the point is that the bar is hidden. But still, it is in the center of city, so you can find it. By the way, have you ever been to Kiev?
No, I was about to say the first time when I come to Kiev for the first time, you're gonna take me to that bar, okay?
Of
Deal.
course. Sure, and I'm sure you will love it.
Amazing. Very good. It's recording, okay? You cannot run away anymore.
Yes, yes, totally deal with it.
Amazing. Next question is, what did your parents do that comforts you the most?
That comfort me the most. They supported me.
Yeah.
My parents, they support my ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Though sometimes some of these ideas don't look very genius. For example, in 2015, it was 10 years ago, by the way, I lived in Kharkiv because I moved from Donetsk to Kharkiv. And I heard that you can make nice money if you go to United Arab Emirates. And I had this idea in my head, and I tried to reach it. So I worked as a translator for a while to get some money, and also I borrowed some money from my mother. And I took tickets and went to UAE, to the Arab Emirates. I went there. I didn't have any idea where to live and what to do. I had 4 days of being in a hotel, and during and I had visa for 1 month, and I realized that this is my time limit to find a job if I want to stay. So, and that's when I started my adventure. I was visiting a lot of different interviews. I didn't have like I didn't have any proper work experience, and that's why I tried myself in different spheres. I tried as a seller, as some shop of clothes store, uh, some other stores, some other stuff, and blah blah. And then by the end of my visa, finally, I passed an interview as a waiter
Oh,
in,
wow.
in a restaurant. And so they invited me and they provided me a job offer. So I stayed. And it was the beginning of the adventure. And my parents, they didn't even say anything. I mean, they didn't even try to hold me when I told them about this plan because I said, I don't have a plan. I want to go to that country and try to stay. That's
Wow.
and they said, okay, good luck, try it.
That's amazing. That's amazing. They're very supportive, you know?
I mean, at that time also, my family, we like my parents. The point is that my parents they were divorced already, and but still, the best thing is that uh, they they communicate between each other.
Totally.
No one of them never told me anything bad about another one.
That's so nice.
And I mean, and also I like to see that even now sometimes they can help each other. It's okay.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and
Wow.
by that time they supported me even though we didn't have any money, like any extra money or anything. They just if I asked, for example, by the end of that visa, I had to come back to Ukraine for 1 month and then go back to UAE, and I already didn't have money for a ticket to go back, and I contacted my mom. She gave me some dollars. I don't even remember the amount, and so I could get a ticket to come back to Ukraine. And then already I went back with the tickets from the company, and I lived there for 3 years.
Wow, wow, that's amazing. Yeah, my parents as well. They are divorced, and at the time, of course, wasn't easy. However, now they are so happy, and I love to see both of them happy, different lives. And I think when I look back, they should have divorced before because they started different lives, and both of them they are happy. And they can talk sometimes as well. They're not best friends, of course. However, if they need to talk for any reason, they are there for themselves, and they're always going to be there. So that's a good point for sure. Amazing.
The best thing that they are not enemies. Yeah.
Totally. And the rule is for everyone, we need to be happy. That's the main thing. Even though sometimes you need to break something or need to start a new journey, but if it's gonna make you happy, you just need to do it. I know sometimes not easy, but I think it's the main thing for sure. There are no rules. I think, of course, when you get together, the whole thing is to be together forever. However, it works for some people, but some people it doesn't work, and it's okay as well. So as I think there are no rules. I think everyone have their own rules. That's what matters. And as long as you are happy, that's the rule. It should be always there for sure. Right, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Okay.
Yes.
Let's start with family.
Family, sister.
Money.
Money, power.
Fear.
Okay, I had the instant word, but I don't know how to say it in English. The feeling when you're so shocked that you're so afraid that you're frozen. You cannot move. You cannot do anything.
You are frozen. You are frozen. You are stuck. Yeah, frozen. I see. One word for sex.
Sex, pleasure.
Life.
Sex.
Sex and life. Life and sex. Good. Let's live for sex, yeah?
Please.
One word for love.
Love, care.
Religion.
Religion. Oh, rules.
Politics.
Hypocritism.
Okay. Friendship.
Friendship, trust.
Desire.
Happiness.
Regret.
Mistakes.
Success.
The top.
Wish.
Wish. Desire.
Happiness.
Smile.
One word for Kyiv.
Kyiv. There is a word, a fortress.
Okay. One word for Ukraine.
Ukraine. Love.
Okay. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your girlfriend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your girlfriend. Define Ihor in one positive word and define him in one negative word. What she would say about you?
Most probably, she would say no negative, only perfect. But of course, there are things that irritate her. I mean, definitely there are. Okay, let it be to be more initiative. I don't know how, but maybe.
Okay. And positive? That you don't have any negative. Yeah, that's the positive. Yes. Good. I like it. What's your star sign astrology?
It's Virgo.
Which month are you?
It's 24th of August. So it's beginning of Virgo and the end of Leo.
I see. Okay. So your birthday is very soon, next month.
Yeah. It's actually also 24th of August. It's Independence Day of Ukraine.
Oh wow, big day. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Also, everyone remember your birthday every year because very it's difficult to forget.
when I was a kid, all the time on my birthday, I see that the city is decorated. And my father, he was telling me that the city is celebrating my birthday, actually.
Of course, I love it. I love it. One of my best friends, he's Portuguese. He's from Portugal, and his birthday is 25th of April. So I never forget because it's the Independence Day in Portugal as well.
Okay.
So every year I remember every year because it's it's impossible to forget for sure. Right, let's play now. Ihor and the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question. But before that, let's play the music one more time. Let's do it. Amazing. Before asking the question, tell me what's your favorite Ukrainian word?
I I think about it. I'm also trying to choose a word that should be unique, only Ukrainian, because there are also some words that are from France. There's some French word or some other stuff. Uh,
Okay, so before
let
you
it
tell me
be.
the word, I'm gonna tell you a word that you just have in Brazil. We don't have in Portugal. We don't have anywhere in the world. So I'm gonna teach you one. We say saudade, saudade. Saudade is just a word that we use in Brazil. It's a Portuguese word, of course, but they don't use in Portugal. There does exist. This word is just in Portuguese. Saudade means when you miss someone, yeah, in a very dearly way. Sometimes you miss someone and you feel very this nostalgic, you feel this feeling, nice feeling. We say in Portuguese in Brazil, saudade. When I say saudade, the person knows that I'm missing something very, very much and something that, it brings this nostalgia feeling. So that's the word we use in Portuguese that does exist in English. You cannot translate. It would say I miss you, but it's not the same thing because saudade, it means something that you miss a lot, but in a very nostalgic way that's very special, that touches your heart. There you go.
Nice. This one is prepared very beautiful. Okay. Uh, do I say it correctly? Saudade.
Saudade, yeah.
Saudade. Interesting. Portuguese language it is interesting, but I only remember the word obrigado. That is.
Good one. But obrigado, everyone knows, and also in Portugal they use as well.
Okay. I selected one. It is pretty unique. Uh, the point is that it's not even. I mean, I cannot say that it is a Ukrainian word. I mean, it's. Uh, I'm from the southeastern part of Ukraine, which is Donetsk, and honestly speaking, my native language, since I was just growing as a kid, my first language always was Russian.
Okay.
And Ukrainian was my second language because, of course, I studied it in at school, and
Yeah.
then I had some subjects in Ukrainian at university. But in everyday life, everywhere, uh, the main language was Russian. And
Okay.
there was one word which I mean it's not as beautiful as Saudade that describes beautiful feeling of missing a person, but there is a word. It's I mean it might be a bit embarrassing, but it's funny as well. The word is paita.
Baita.
Paita.
Okay.
It's uh, just a name of a thing. It's not even it's not an entity or an action or anything. It's just like for example, there is a hoodie, just the cloth. This what is called paita.
Okay.
But you also, I mean, there are hoodies, there's sweatshirt, there are different things, but they are from very similar material.
Okay.
And all this stuff is called paita. But why this word is interesting? Because it is used only. I mean, maybe it was invented in the region. There is a region, Donbass.
Yeah.
Maybe you heard of it.
Yes, yes, I have. Yeah.
So yeah, Donbass. There are two regions: Luhansk region and Donetsk region. Uh, Together, it is called Donbass, and people there they say this word. They just use it. The word "paita." It's okay.
Baita.
Yeah, but the point is that the rest of Ukraine, every time when they hear it, they just, what are you saying? And when I started to communicate with different people from a lot of different regions, from Western Ukraine as well, from South Ukraine, and there are many words which belong only, even not just to the region, but sometimes it belongs to the city.
Yeah,
Oh, so there are so many different interesting dialects.
I see. Interesting.
No, but the word that I meant, the first letter is P, like Peter, so it's Paita. But nevertheless, I it is interesting thing about the languages.
Yeah.
Uh, for example, that in Portuguese, in German, in Italian, in French, I believe as well, but I don't know French language at all. But also in Ukrainian, everything has a gender.
Yeah, in Portuguese, well, in Portuguese is the same, exactly the same. Not like English is the opposite. English there is no, but in Portuguese, that's why it's very difficult to learn because, there's, for example, house in Portuguese say casa is a feminine. If I say belt in Portuguese is cinto, is a masculine thing. So that's why I was saying baita. It's a feminine thing when I talk about.
Yeah,
Very,
that's what it
yeah,
is. It's true.
yeah. Right, Ihor, you can ask me a question now.
Mr. William, are you originally from Brazil?
Yes.
You are. And William is your real name?
Yes.
Uh, yeah, okay. This was my question because I thought, I met people from Brazil as well, and Brazil is a big part of Latin America. And I expected people from that part just to have names more Latin roots, you know?
Okay.
So and then I saw your name. I thought you were American. I'm like, oh, okay,
Okay.
maybe.
I can I can answer your question absolutely. And so William is a very English name. It's a very old English name, William. Yeah. And however, William in Brazil is very popular. The name William. Yes, it's very popular. And when I arrived in London, and even nowadays, people they go like, William is not a Brazilian Portuguese name, and I always need to explain that, which is okay. However, yes, William is very popular in Brazil, and but there are two spelling, yeah, in William. Fun fact: so you can spell two different. For example, you can spell William as William, like William, yeah, or you can spell without the second I, just William, William. So they have two ways. It's just a simple, just cut the last I. So
Uh,
it's William or William. So both names, I have friends that they call William without the I, yeah? And they can be just N in the end, not M as the real English, yeah? So there's this little difference. However, I actually, when I was a child, when I was learning how to write and everything, I was writing my name wrongly. I was writing William without I and N in the end. And one day, my teacher came to me and said, William, come here, write your name. And I wrote William. And she said, you are writing your name wrongly. And I was like, really? Why? And she said, I was checking your birth certificates and your name is William, like proper English, William. I was like, okay. So from that day, I started write my name right, it's like William. So yeah, that's a very popular name in Brazil, and people they always get confused. They think that I use William just because I came to live in London, but no. However, if there is a translator as well for William, It's like in French as well. It's Guilherme. So Guilherme, it's if you translate William to Portuguese, it's Guilherme. It's like in French, Guillaume. In French, Guillaume is the same, and in German is there's something as well translation. So we have both in Brazil. We have Guilherme, which is a translator, like in Portuguese, William, but also we have William as well. In Brazil, we have a lot of like American names. People sometimes they mix names together from the mom and the dad, so can be a bit confused. For example, my mom, her name is Wilma. Yeah, very, very American. My dad, his name is Wilson. So you see,
Wilson.
yeah, and my sister is Patricia. So it's very common Brazilian name. Like in Brazil, you can mix names, you can make up names as well. So for example, I have a lovely friend of mine. Her name is Eloise. I never met anyone with this name, and it's just her mom. She kind of made that up. So it's quite common in Brazil to find American names or English names or different names as well. It's quite common. So yeah, that's my answer for you. My name is William, and I'm originally from Brazil. So yeah, it's a very popular name in Brazil for sure.
Nice.
And another fun fact: I was born the same year as Prince William as well. We were born the same year, but he's older. He's from June, his birthday, and my birthday is November. So yeah, that's a fun fact.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
You're 42.
So I was born 1982. Yes, that's my age. Yep.
So you are 11 years older than me?
Oh my God, not you old now. You are 30-year-old.
I'm 31, yes.
31, yeah. Yeah. So
1993.
Oh my God, now I feel old. I never felt old, but now you said that, I feel very old right now. I'm joking. Did you enjoy the interview, Ihor?
Thank you very much for the invitation. It was pretty unexpected, honestly. I mean, it's not often when you are contacted by some not just a stranger, but the stranger from another country.
I know.
Who asks you if you're okay to give to take part in the interview. I'm like, what? Why? And you texted me. And my notifications on Instagram are switched off. I just not to get distracted. So then I took my phone. I seemed like, what the? And I saw your comment first. Then I saw the request. And then I told my girlfriend and said, look, it seems like I'm going to have an interview on Friday night. Said, okay, good luck. You're gonna be a star. Like, okay, let it be.
Amazing. That's what I like the most about the show. I like people here to come to the show from different parts of the world, because everyone has a story to tell. And I love the time we spend now together. Thanks so much for being so open. Thanks so much to talk about the things that are happening now. And I think it's amazing to see someone, is smiling, someone having a great time, knowing that you are in a place where the reality is happening right now. And I love that. People, they have this positive mindset. They are making jokes. They are facing a reality in a way that maybe other people, they wouldn't be able to do it. So thanks again, Ihor. Thanks for taking the time. I appreciate you for being so open and take this challenge, to talk to a stranger.
Yes.
Thank you so much. But before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
I am frankly saying, I am surprised. I'm surprised in a good way, because I didn't know what to expect from this interview. Of course, I checked some of the interviews that you had in your stories. I mean, I just checked. I'm like, okay, seems like this guy is talking to other people. Doesn't look very difficult. Maybe I can take part in it. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what we are going to discuss. What are questions going to be? And then I said to myself, like, okay, it sounds like interesting opportunity, and why should I refuse?
I see. Thanks again. Thank you. Thanks so much. And we keep in touch. It was a pleasure having you on the show. Regards to your family, regards to your girlfriends, your people around you. And it was a pleasure having you on the show. Okay?
It was a pleasure. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much. Have a good
Thank
night, okay?
you.
Thanks for the interview. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Have a good
Bye.
night.
You too. Bye-bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.